son, I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get done out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the club.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should...
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Cowboys. Todd Gurley, 93 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So look now at our starting defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd down, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. First carry for Royce Freeman, and he gets it to the 32. Enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
7-7, our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hay, the veteran, with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the league. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Does the big boy have the juice? And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not 4 verts? One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. N'Keal Harry. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front.
And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver, and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing is Murray on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They'll try and run. Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 24, Cousins, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to the lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Murray now on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Murray now to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A final shot before half from Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And this is caught. It's Edelman fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 16 yards, a first down.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First down. Here's Cousins. Over the middle. That's caught by Harry. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Down the throw here, complete on the right sideline. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, you just open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Cousins to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, he's got it. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. It's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Play fake. Murray. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside with one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. You got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
On second and very short, Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
You got 3.
After the sack on first down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now Murray, and that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Freeman fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the catch made by Hilton. Touchdown, Giants! T.Y. Hilton, 79 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he's going to fire one deep, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give any. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.